so for this window, I'm going to make it the same size as this. It's a 2x4. Now, this one I centered up in between these two posts, primarily because it's like the room layouts are going to run in thirds. You got this section, the middle section, and the back section. So the back third will be basically the bedroom. So I plan on doing a bed with wall cabinets. That's why I'm not putting windows in the back corners, just a big window in the middle. The middle section, I plan on having the seating area, couch, some chairs, stuff like that. And that's why I have a big 4x4. It'll be two 2x4 windows that open inward. And then I'll have a door on the back section there, and they'll be squared up with each other. The door on the back will end up going to a deck off the back. This third, I have this window, and it's alright. Hey, it's okay. And then I plan on, in this third, I plan on putting a fireplace, like a little small wood burning stove in the corner. And I plan on having a table and some chairs in this corner here. And then the middle part on this wall will be a big door. So, you know, that middle section will be open to walk into. And with this window, I originally was going to square it up to run, you know, square with this corridor here. But I think that these posts are different size, so if I square this window up in the middle and this one in the middle, they're going to be different distances from the corner. I would like them to be equidistant from the corner, to square them with each other in reference to the corner. So that's what I plan on doing. So this one here, the midpoint is about 43 inches off of the inside of this post. So I just measured that to see if I would have room, and I'm just going to have room by about an inch to scooch this window over in this pocket. So basically from the outside, it'll just look like a window that accommodates a door that you typically see on houses. So from the outside, you won't really tell that it's off from here. And then on the inside, like I said, most of the flow is running widthways. I think if I have a seating area here, the windows in relation to each other in the corner, I think that'll be ideal. So that's why I'm pushing this one off. It's not going to be centered in this pocket. It's going to be pushed over. Alright, so what I'm doing is I have my, basically all this is just framing and blocking. It's not, there's not much structural design to it. Most of the structural aspects are in the beams and the posts. So, you know, these are basically just to hold, like this one's to hold a window casing, this one's to hold a window casing, and the only structural components adding to it are just for the sake of holding the weight of either the window or the door. You know, typical construction is when you have a window or a door, you got, you know, you put king studs and double, you know, legs and all this stuff, and then headers and all that, because you're taking studs out, structural studs out, to put in a non-load bearing item such as a window or a door. So when you do that, you have to double up or triple up on your load bearing supports, i.e. your legs and your headers for your doors and windows. So that's why on a typical 2x4 construction home you'll see all that, and why I do not have that here. I'm not taking away from to put this window here, I'm just adding a window here. I already have this header and the posts and all that that's going to support the weight of the structure. So basically outside of the window casings and the door frames, I'm putting blocking in for my siding. Now the interior I plan on having lateral siding put in or installing. So I will use all my vertical members to put my lateral siding in. My exterior is going to have vertical batten board siding. So all of these blocks that I'm putting in so that I will have spots to nail all my long siding on the exterior. So that's what all this is. Now it does help to tie the adjoining case openings together and secure them. That's true. But the primary component of all this blocking is to support the siding that's being put up inside and outside. Alright, so this is going to be my back door. So I have this as my strong side where I actually plan on hinging my door, so that's going to carry the weight of the door. So instead of doubling up a 2x8, I had a couple extra 2x4s, and plus I think this is a stronger deal. It's basically just make 2 strong backs for this, and I don't think this is going to have any flex from the door, especially once I go ahead and put my blocks in. Alright, y'all, this is the last of the blocking. So I got a little bit to do around the door, and I think I might put a couple of strong backs above the bigger windows, running like this along the top. Screw them in from the bottom. That makes it kind of like a T. And it makes it a lot stronger. But yeah, it's coming out pretty good. I have to, the next big thing, I need a couple more 2x. I'm gonna have to put some dead wood on the outside for my outside sheathing, and also too on the ends. See, on this side this is solid. Well, on the other end it runs all the way through under the cabin. So I want to block that off so an animal can't get into the wall from underneath the cabin. It's just not a big wide open space. So I want to block that off. I'll probably end up foaming all the gaps just to help keep you know, lizards, bugs, mice, whatever, from squeezing through and getting into the walls. At least make it a challenge for them, you know. So yeah, I have oak I need to start milling for my windows and doors. So I'm gonna get that milled out. The logs have been sitting for a little over a year. I'm gonna go ahead and get that milled out and let it sit, and while that's sitting, then I'll start working on putting the exterior sheathing on the cabin. Then once that's finished, I should be able to start focusing on putting the making the windows and the doors. So still a lot left to do, a lot of wood that needs to be cut and put down, and but this is the, I guess, the pretty stage where everything you do, it's like, ooh, you know, looks more like a house. So it's a lot of work. I had the camera off not long before I turned it on to finish this. I was actually screwing this guy in. I went to step and slip and bam, hit the ground. So, and it wasn't nothing graceful about it. I knew I was going down, so I just braced for impact. Yeah, so thank y'all for watching. Please let me know what you think. Leave a comment, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and we will get there.